Hola a todos amigos, aquí Gamer trayéndoles un nuevo video. Y bueno, en esta ocasión nosotros finalmente vamos a comenzar a explorar Tartarus. Y se nos une un nuevo aliado. Y bueno, y antes de comenzar el video les quiero decir que dentro de lo posible ignoren los ladridos que se escuchan ahí de fondo, que mi perrita se emocionó. Pero aproximadamente después de la marca de 5 minutos, si no estoy mal, creo que ya el sonido es limpio, por lo menos se presenta mucho menos. Así que listo, ahora sí, comencemos. Es la habitación de terciopelo, ¿no es así?
It's so nice to see you again. You became unconscious after awakening to your power. I see that it was Orpheus that heeded your calling. That power is called a persona. It is a manifestation of your psyche. A persona is a facet of your personality that surfaces as you react to external stimuli. You can think of it as a mask that protects you as you brave many hardships.
Inserto en referencia de Persona 5.
When you use your persona ability, you must channel your inner strength. The ability evolves as you develop your social links, your emotional ties with others. The stronger your social links, the more powerful your persona ability. Please remember that. Now then, time marches on in your world. I shouldn't keep you here any longer. Next time we meet, you will come here of your own accord. Until then, farewell.
Farewell. Ese videojuego es tan chévere. Uff. ¿Esto pasó semana y media? ¿2 semanas? No, eso es sí, semana y media. Empiezas a pensar con claridad. Ves un techo blanco. Te preguntas cuánto tiempo llevas durmiendo. Notas la presencia de alguien junto a ti.
You're awake. How do you feel?
¿Llevas mucho rato aquí?
Thank goodness you finally came to. I was so worried about you. The doctor couldn't find anything wrong with you. He said you were just exhausted. I'm sorry I couldn't do anything. But your power, it was amazing.
Si yo no he hecho nada...
The power you used, we call it persona. And those creatures you defeated are shadows. Our enemy. We'll explain everything later. I'm sorry I didn't tell you before. I wanted to tell you that I'm sort of like you.
¿De qué hablas?
My dad died in an accident when I was little. My mom and I aren't exactly on good terms. You're all alone too, right? To be honest, I already know about your past. But it didn't seem fair, so I wanted you to know about mine. It was back in '99. There was a big explosion in the area. Supposedly, my dad died in the blast. But nobody really knows what happened. He was working in a lab run by the Kirijo group. So, I'm hoping that if I stick around long enough, I'll find out something. That's why I'm going to Gekkokan High, and why I was there when this happened to you. Of course, I panicked and wasn't much help. It was my first time fighting them too. I'm sorry. You wouldn't have to go through all this if I wasn't such a coward.
Yo también tenía miedo.
Really? But still, here I am telling you all this the minute you wake up. While I was waiting, I thought to myself, I've been hiding so many things from him. As soon as he wakes up, I'll tell him the truth. So, thanks for listening. I've been wanting to share that story with someone for a long time. All right. I'm gonna get going. I'll let the others know you woke up.
Gracias.
Oh, and you don't have to be formal around me or anything. Us second-year girls gotta stick up for each other after all. Bye.
¿Listo? 20 de abril. Sí, de abril. No, perdón. Sí, de abril. Hey, ¿cuánto tiempo? ¿Qué tal? ¿Te doy la tripa o algo? En fin, quiero decirte algo. ¿Qué ocurre? En realidad... Ah, espera. Que se supone que no debo decir ni pío. Lo siento, luego. Sí que estamos llenos de energía hoy, ¿eh? Se te oye desde la otra punta. Anda, si es Yuka. ¿Viven en la misma residencia y han venido por separado hoy? ¿Es porque volverán a provocar rumores? ¿Qué? Solo he salido algo más tarde. En fin, tengo que hablar con ella. Adiós, Junpei. ¿Ya te sientes mejor, Otome? Perdona que te venga con esto tan de mañana. Y Kutsuki quiere hablar hoy contigo. Ven a la cuarta planta de la residencia después de clase, ¿vale? Que no se te olvide. Ya está bien de mamuts. No les veo la gracia. Solo son elefantes enormes. Y con estos cerramos la edad de piedra. Estoy harto de tanta piedra en clase. Prefiero hablarte de la era Sengoku. La historia japonesa no es tan emocionante hasta entonces. Aunque me pagan por hacer esto, así que cuesta ser adulto. Luego al periodo Jomon. ¿Cuándo tendrán los samuráis el protagonismo? Voy a formular una pregunta aleatoria y chimpún a casa. Junpei. ¿Cómo se llamaba el estilo de las casas del periodo Jomon? ¿Cómo voy a saber nada acerca de algo? De hace la tierra. Rápido, Kotone. ¿A qué narices se refiere? Creo que eran casas elevadas. No, barré. En fin, todo mejorará cuando lleguemos a la época de las katanas. No, no me acordé. Las clases han terminado por ahí. Parece que está pasando algo importante en la residencia. Deseas volver pronto. No hay nadie en el vestíbulo. Te dijeron que fueras a la cuarta planta. Ah, sí, ahora sí ya tengo el menú chévere. Ay, no, eso es lo que metieron. Sí, aún no tengo el menú chévere hasta que vaya. El hombre me salí. Bueno, tengo el menú chévere hasta que me meta a las dungeons. A ver, quiero hacer esto. Bueno, eso ahora sí. Lo voy a guardar ahí por seguridad por si después me da cosa de que fallé una pregunta. O sea, no creo que tenga repercusiones después. Pues espero que no. Espero. O sea, mi meta es completar todos los social links. Antes de acabar el juego, pero, o sea, tener todas las personas que saber si le puedo ganar a Elizabeth. Tío.
Oh, before
¿O será
that,
que ahí
I believe I mentioned
sí
him
es
earlier,
Elizabeth?
but this is Akihiko.
How you doing?
Okay,
No sé.
let me start off by asking you this. Would you believe me if I said that a day consists of more than 24 hours?
No.
I'm not surprised by your reaction. However, you've already experienced this truth firsthand. Do you remember the night you came here? You had to have noticed the signs. The streetlights went out, nothing was working, there were coffins everywhere. Didn't it feel like you were in a different time? That's the dark hour, a time period hidden between one day and the next.
¿Oculto?
I guess it's more like something people aren't aware of. But the dark hour does exist. It occurs each night at midnight. It'll happen tonight, and every night to come.
Normal people don't realize it, since they're all sleeping inside their coffins. But that's not what makes the dark hour so interesting. You saw those creatures. We call them shadows. They only appear during the dark hour and attack anyone not in a coffin. It's our job to defeat them. Sounds exciting, huh?
Akihiko, why are you always like that? You just got hurt the other day.
Now,
Sí.
he does his work well.
Yo comparto esa forma de pensar.
Long
Mucho
story
más
short,
chévere.
we're the
Es lo que
Specialized
hace la vida interesante.
Extracurricular Execution Squad, C's for short.
Sí, el
On
CIS.
paper, we're classified as a school club, but in reality, this group is dedicated to defeating the shadows. Mitsuru is the leader. I'm the club advisor.
A shadow feeds on the mind of its prey. The victim becomes a living corpse. They're responsible for most of the incidents on the news, if not all of them.
Como luchan contra ellos.
Although rare, there are those who can function during the dark hour. Some may even awaken to a power that enables them to fight the shadows. That's persona, the power you used the other night. The shadows can only be defeated by persona users, which means it's all up to you guys.
Entiendo.
I'm glad you're quick to understand.
Mitsuru abre la funda que hay sobre la mesa. En su interior brilla una misteriosa arma plateada.
What he's trying to say is, we want you to join us. We've prepared an evoker for you. We'd like you to lend us your strength.
Vale.
I was afraid you'd say no. Welcome aboard.
Thank you so much. I'm really glad. Oh, I almost forgot. About your room assignment. Why don't you just stay here, in your current room? I don't know what the holdup is, but I guess it worked out in the end.
Hold up. Wasn't that? Oh, never mind.
Te has unido al CIS para luchar contra las sombras. Sí, eso lo tienen que arreglar. Porque se salta una todo el texto. Esto tengo el full. Yo soy tú eres yo. Has establecido un nuevo vínculo. Te beneficiarás una bendición cuando crees personas del arcano loco. Has establecido el vínculo social cis del arcano loco. Puede que consigas experiencia extra al fusionar personas del arcano loco. Sientes cómo crece tu fuerza interior. ¿Recuerdas lo que ha dicho Igor sobre el poder de los vínculos sociales? La fortaleza de los vínculos sociales aumenta el poder de las personas. Los vínculos sociales son las relaciones que forjas con la gente que conoces. Todavía notas el cansancio de haber estado en el hospital. Has decidido volver a tu habitación. Conforme caes presa del sueño, notas la presencia de alguien. Ah, el niño.
Hi,
Sí.
how are you?
Hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo has entrado?
I'm always with you.
Siempre estoy contigo.
I remembered, so I thought I should tell you.
Ay, este texto era importante. Bueno, ahorita miro a ver si lo puedo volver. ¿El fin?
The end of everything. But to be honest, I don't really know what it is. Oh, looks like you've awakened to your power. And an unusual power it is. A power that takes many forms, yet is bound by none. It may prove to be your salvation, depending on where you end up. Do you remember when we first met? I expect you to honor your commitment. I'll be watching you, even if you forget about me. Okay then. See you later.
Me encanta tanto esa lore. El chico desaparece. Y eso ya... 21 de marzo. ¿Qué? Ahí decía marzo. Uy, me perdí en fechas. Buenos días, gracias por lo de ayer. Akihiko también está herido y me incomoda un poco la idea de trabajar a solas con Mitsuru. Yo me encargo. Sí, vamos a darlo todo. Pero me pregunto cuándo se curará Akihiko. Dijo que no era nada grave. Yukari ha empezado a hablarte en el aula.
I thought I was gonna fall asleep in there.
Can I have a
Ah,
minute?
Mitsuru.
Come to the lounge when you get back to the dorm. I have something to tell everyone. I'll save the details for later. See you there.
Creo que desde ese momento ya comenzamos a meternos a las reuniones. Mitsuru se ha ido en cuanto acababa. Qué velocidad.
She's probably busy with things like student council, unlike us.
Ooh, Yucatan. Do I sense some hostility?
Parece que Junpei también está escuchando.
Well, it's not that I don't like her. She's just... Never mind. Let's go.
Zona de tiendas de Iwatodai.
About earlier, it's not that I don't like her or anything, you know? Oh, I'm talking about Mitsuru-senpai. Why's Junpei always have to talk about stuff that isn't any of his business, huh? Plus, he says it all in the creepiest, most perverted way. He's like the poster boy for sexual harassment. You know, last year he...
Siguen chismoseando de camino a la residencia. Me hace tanta falta escuchar esa música. Generalmente no la escuché desde hace como 4 o 5
Welcome
años.
back.
We were waiting for you. There's someone I want to introduce.
Huh?
Hey, hurry up.
Hold your horses.
Sí,
This is
sabe.
freaking heavy.
Ay, me encanta.
What's up?
Junpei? Why are you here?
This is Junpei Iori from Class 2F. He'll be staying here as of today.
He's staying here? You've got to be kidding me.
Ay,
I bumped
buenísimo.
into him the other night. He has the potential, but he just awakened to it recently. I told him about us, and he agreed to help.
You have the potential? For real?
He found me crying like a baby at the convenience store, surrounded by a bunch of coffins. I don't remember much, but man, that's embarrassing. He said that's, you know, completely normal in the beginning. Like being confused and not remembering anything. Did you guys know that?
A mí no me pasó nada.
Hey, don't feel bad. It happens to all us Persona users. But man, I was shocked to find out about you guys. I had no idea. I'm glad I'm not the only one. It could get kinda lonely, you know? I'll bet you're stoked too, right? Having me join? It'd be nice to have a guy around too, wouldn't it?
Eso es verdad. O sea,
Yeah.
como
So,
como
anyway,
estamos usando la
glad to join
protagonista
the team.
femenina, entonces sí, entiendo. Hay que darlo todo.
You can count on me.
Well, enough with the introductions.
Junpei se ha unido
I
así.
think we're about ready.
Okay,
Vale, ya
everybody's
estamos todos.
here. I'd like your undivided attention. For a long time, Mitsuru and Akihiko were the only Persona users we had, but that number recently jumped to 5. Therefore, starting tonight at 12 a.m., I'd like to commence the exploration of Tartarus.
Tartarus? What's that? Sounds like toothpaste.
You haven't seen it, Junpei?
Hmm?
It's no surprise, since it only appears during the dark hour.
The dark hour?
Just like the shadows. Interesting, huh? And it's the perfect place for us to train. You can think of it as a shadow nest.
Whoa. Their nest, huh?
But, Senpai, what about your injury?
Since Akihiko hasn't
No le
fully
importa
recovered
nada.
yet, he'll only come as far as the entrance.
Yeah, I know.
Relax. I've got your backs.
I'm not so sure about this.
What about you, Mr. Chairman?
I'll stay here. As you know, I can't summon a persona.
Eso siempre me da duda. O sea, él puede estar despierto
This is it?
en la hora
This
oscura,
is the
pero.
place? Why here?
Just wait a few
Pero-
minutes.
Espera, me perdí.
It's almost
O sea,
midnight.
puede estar despierto en la hora oscura, pero no tiene potencia, o porque no puede sacar su persona. Yo siempre he tenido esa duda. So, yo creo que me toca leer lo de la ulti. O tal vez me perdí una parte de la historia que no me estoy acordando. Sí, pero pues hasta donde me acuerdo, no lo hice.
This is Tartarus, the labyrinth that reveals itself during the dark hour.
Labyrinth? What are you talking about? What happened to our school?
Once the dark hour passes, everything returns to normal.
This is the nest you were talking about? But why? Why'd our school turn into a giant tower? You don't know either?
No.
I'm sure it's complicated.
Well, maybe now we'll find out. Mitsuru and I have only gone in to take a peek. This'll be our first time exploring it. Exciting, isn't it? There has to be some sort of clue in here about the dark hour.
Akihiko, I respect your enthusiasm, but you won't be accompanying us today.
I know, you don't have to remind me.
Porque este es Tartarus. Decides entrar en la torre.
Whoa. It's just as cool on the inside.
But it sure is creepy.
This is only the entrance. The labyrinth lies beyond the doorway at the top of the stairs.
First we'll have you three get a feel for this place. Why don't you go have a look around?
What? by ourselves?
We're not asking you to go very far, and I'll be feeding you information from here.
We're also going to appoint a leader to make any necessary decisions.
For real? One of us? Oh, me, pick me.
Me encanta esa línea de voz.
You're in charge.
What? But she's a girl.
Well, she has fought them before.
Seriously?
That's true, but there's another reason. You two. Can you summon your persona without any difficulties like she can?
Yeah, of course I can.
I think so.
These are shadows we're talking about here. Without your persona, you're screwed.
I'm aware of that.
All right, let's head inside. Are you ready?
Va,
That's the spirit.
decides adentrarte. Si no estoy mal, creo que solo podemos movernos como por 3 a 5 pisos. Hay una extraña puerta en la
What's the
esquina del
matter?
vestíbulo. Sí, decía eso. La llave de terciopelo que tienes en la mano brilla. Encaja en la cerradura como si un imán la trajera. Ahora sí vamos a ver a Theodore, si no estoy mal.
I've been waiting
Lo que
for
me parece
you.
raro es que aún no sale al lado
Time
de
has
Igor.
come for you to
Y me suena
wield
que
your
él
power,
sale ahí.
the tower that you are about to venture into. How did it come to be? For what purpose does it exist? Regrettably, you are not yet capable of answering these questions. That is why you must be made aware of the nature of your power.
La naturaleza de mi poder.
Your power is unique. It's like the number 0. It's empty,
Así es, amor.
but at the same time holds infinite possibilities. You are able to possess multiple personas and summon them as needed. And when you have defeated your enemies, you will see the faces of possibility before you. There may be times when they are difficult to grasp, but do not fear. Seize what you have earned. Your power will grow accordingly. Be sure to keep that in mind. My spare time will soon be scarce, but please, come again of your own accord. I'll tell you then about my true role, the manner in which I can best assist you. But before I forget, do you recall when I mentioned another resident of this room? Tell
Vamos, Ro.
me, when you think of this person, what do you see?
Ah. Por conveniencia voy a poner que es un nombre porque ya jugué con Elizabeth en mi play principal en el PSP.
I see. Then let's bring him out for a proper introduction.
My name is Theodore,
Sí.
but please, feel free to call me Theo. It's a pleasure to meet you.
My assistant will aid you as well. Until then, farewell.
Eso me parece re bueno porque dependiendo de la respuesta que uno dé, cambia
Hey,
el
are you
asistente
alright?
de Igor.
Yeah, what's up? You look like a zombie.
¿En serio? ¿Un zombie?
That's what you picked to dwell on? Oh, I get it. You're trying to yank my chain here. Don't worry, though. I got you covered whenever you need it, man.
Parece que no hay en la puerta. Ahí la embarré. Listo está. Listo, progreso. Listo, cura. Eso no me acuerdo para qué es, para irnos, creo. Eso es para teletransformarnos. Pues sí, pues transportarnos. Varios pisos, o sea, cuando ya los desbloqueemos. Esto quiero guardar. Aquí el tercero. A ver cuántos tenemos. Por ahí como unos 12. A ver, hagámoslo. ¿Todo listo? Vamos allá. Buena suerte. Ay, quiero escuchar esta belleza de música. Hágale. Buenísima.
So,
Uf.
this is it, huh?
I hope I don't get lost.
Can you all hear me?
Whoa, is that you, Senpai?
I'll be providing audio backup from here on out.
Wait, you mean you can see inside here?
It's my persona's ability. I'd like to join you, but the structure of Tartarus changes from day to day. That's why outside support is imperative.
Well, that makes me feel a whole lot better.
Now, based on your current location, you can expect to encounter enemies at any minute. They shouldn't be too tough, but proceed with caution. Practice makes perfect.
Right.
Got it.
Va.
is she always like that?
Comencemos. Recuerda que estas batallas van a ser reales. Veamos si consigues eliminar a todas las sombras que rondan por esta planta. Esto ya va, esperen. Es que quiero mirar una cosa. Listo. A ver. Uff. ¿Esto se maneja tan bien? Listo, medicina. Sí, porque en el PSP no era tan cómodo realmente. Cuidado, detecto una sombra justo adelante. Avancemos para atacar primero. Pulsa el botón de acción para usar el arma. Si consigues golpear a un enemigo antes que él a ti, empezarás una batalla ya con ventaja. ¿Sí?
Takuba
Creo
has
que no ganamos la
informed me
ventaja.
about your power, but nevertheless, you have minimal combat experience. Would you like me to explain the basics of battle?
Efectivamente no quiero.
Okay, then I want you to defeat the enemy before you. Try using both the skill and attack options.
Ay, el cambio de esto, tácticas, dar órdenes. Listo, eso, ahora sí. Yo creo que no va a tener casi vida, entonces lo voy a hacer sin habilidades.
One enemy remains.
You just won't die.
Que ya saben. Bueno, sí, pues. Sí, igual solo era un enemigo. Esa música de Tartarus es tan buena. Debería de haber una escalera cerca. ¿La ves? Solo es posible acceder a la siguiente planta a través de una escalera. Hoy no puedo permitir que subas más, pero por favor, tenlo en cuenta para la próxima vez. Hay otra sombra delante de ti. Si un enemigo te golpea primero, estarás en desventaja, así que intenta atacar por sorpresa a tus rivales. Si consigues golpear al enemigo antes de que te vea, la iniciativa en el combate la llevarás tú. Evidentemente, si quien recibe el primer golpe eres tú, la iniciativa la llevará el enemigo. Listo, estoy preparado. Uy, listo, ahí
Now's a
son
good
dos.
time for me to explain about attack properties, which are important to consider during battle.
Sí,
Do you want to know more?
Habilidades, no
The
me
enemies
digan nada, yo
face
solo
with
quiero
weakness
pelear.
that you can exploit. Why don't you give it a try?
Va. Pero... pues yo creo que no creo que sean vulnerables, ¿sabes? Ahí está.
Yes, the enemy is vulnerable. Attack.
Entonces al otro. Y de uno hacemos el ataque especial. Asumiendo que
You
lo dejes.
exploited the enemy's
Here's your
Porque sí.
weakness.
Sí, deja.
Let's get him. Get back here, you son of a...
Uy, yo no me acordaba de ese sprite de por sí. Eso está bueno. Si no estoy mal, debería haber solo una sombra de más. Parece que hay una sombra a la vuelta de la esquina. Aproxímate con cuidado para evitar que te descubra. El mapa te resultará de gran utilidad mientras exploras, así que no tengas reparos en usarlo. ¿Listo? Chao. Uy, ahora son 3.
Were you able
Has
to
aprovechado el
exploit the
punto
enemy's
del
weakness in the
enemigo
last
con la
battle?
tortuga.
If you didn't already notice, doing so will also grant you an additional attack. Would you like more details?
No.
Then proceed with the battle. Use what you've learned to quickly dispose of the enemy.
Menos mal tengo... Harto,
You
SP.
struck the enemy's weak point.
Pues... se llaman P.
The enemy is vulnerable.
Puntos
Keep
que...
going.
quién sabe. Este es puntos de salud. Puntos... quién sabe.
Yes, the enemy is vulnerable.
Y vamos a ir el ahora ataque.
Get back here, you son of a...
Uy, sí. Uy, voy a conseguir a Pixie. Listo. Sí, ya sé. Listo. Listo, perfecto. Listo, y ahora ya tengo otra persona. Uy, Cari subió de nivel. ¿Cómo se llama? No alcanza. Y el que Junpei se llama Hermes. Y yo me acuerdo que se golpea re fuerte. Creo que ya, ¿no? Ah, no, hace falta ir un poco por acá. Y aquí ahora sí debería haber una última. Detecta una sombra justo adelante. ¿Qué tal te encuentras? Si tú o cualquier otro miembro del grupo está en un aprieto, usa objetos de curación antes de atacar al enemigo. Si no tienes ninguno encima, pide la ayuda a Takeba. Sí, cura. Casi me la agarra. Uy, 4.
There is a better way to defeat all of your enemies in battle than to attack them individually. You can perform an all-out attack. Would you care to hear more about this? Then, that concludes the basics of battle.
Gracias.
But there's one last thing I need to tell you. Shadows become stronger the further you advance. If you don't think you can win a battle, retreat at once. There may be times, however, when an escape will be impossible. This battle is one of those times. Good luck.
Qué hostilidad.
Persona! You attacked the enemy's weak point. One more! I summon you! Yes, the enemy is vulnerable. Attack! I summon you! The enemy is vulnerable. Keep going! I summon you!
Eso ya. Nice.
You attacked the enemy's weak point.
Let's get him.
Y ahora todos atacamos a esa sombra. Y vuelvo a conseguir cartas. Sí. No, voy a conseguir Apsaras. Ahora sí. Apsara, sí. Creo que aquí subo de nivel. Yukari subió. Ah, es que Yukari está en nivel 1 ahorita. Listo. Esto, la de Yukari se llama Io. Sí, Junpei también tenía que subir porque está igual. Qué extraño. Normalmente hay más sombras merodeando. En fin, por lo menos has adquirido algo de experiencia en combate. Dejémoslo por hoy y volvamos a la residencia. Debería haber un punto de acceso en algún lugar de esa planta. Puedes usarlo para volver a la entrada. Puesto que no hay ningún enemigo del que preocuparnos, ¿por qué no os dividís e investigáis individualmente? Solo tienes que indicarles a los otros miembros lo que quieres que hagan. Eso sí, si se alejan mucho mientras están separados, no podrás usar sus habilidades ni objetos sobre ellos. Ten cuidado con eso. Sí. Eso... Ah, listo, con cuadro. Dividir. Esto. Y busquen todo.
Everyone, spread out and proceed individually.
Y yo voy por acá. Esto Junpei y consigue objeto. Vemos acá. Sí, a ver si yo quiero encontrar algo. Y no había más. Listo, vayamos por aquí. Una medicina. Parece que has vuelto a la entrada.
Welcome back. So, how was it?
Sin ningún problema,
I see.
oye.
Well, if you gained confidence, that's the best thing you could have achieved.
Wow, I never knew I had that kind of power. But damn, I'm beat.
That's because you were bouncing around like a little kid.
Yeah, you look pretty tired yourself, Yucatan.
I'm still trying to catch my breath, actually.
That's the effect of the dark hour. You'll become fatigued more easily. Don't worry, though. You'll adapt. But I'm surprised. You all did much better than I expected. At this rate, they'll catch up to you in no time, Akihiko.
We'll see about that.
En cualquier caso. Ay, esta cosa porque se salta así. Piensas que entre ustedes se está forjando un vínculo. ¿Has sentido cómo se intensifica el poder de tu corazón? Cómo reacciona al vínculo con tus amigos. ¿Listo? Lo tenemos en nivel 2. El de Cis. El vínculo social de Cis ha alcanzado el nivel 2. Tu poder para crear personas del arcano loco ha aumentado. Al igual que Yukari y Junpei, el cansancio se apodera de ti. Decides que lo mejor será volver a tu habitación y descansar. Bueno, entonces es la moto, ¿verdad? Ah, no, es aquí. Si dejas explorar y vuelves a residencia, así eso se acaba el día. ¿Listo?